Hi guys, I hope you are fine. Let us begin with today's Smart Kida Current Affairs mock test for 24th June. Which of the following state has generated the highest employment in India under the IBPS scheme, that is India Business Process Outsourcing Promotion Scheme, by creating 12,234 new jobs? This is nothing but a scheme for BPO service generation, right? So whatever persons do that calling services and they give services to North America, Canada or UK, the rich countries, and they give their labor costs to India for that calling services, that is basically the BPO services. So which of the following states have generated the highest employment in India under the IBPS scheme? The answer is Andhra Pradesh. So Andhra Pradesh has ranked first in employment generation under the India Business Outsourcing Promotion Scheme rolled out by the center, encouraging business process outsourcing companies to set up shop in tier 2, tier 3 cities across the country. Which organization has launched the Indian Certification of Medical Devices 13485 Plus scheme, that is the ICMED 13485 Plus, for undertaking verification of the quality, safety and effectiveness of medical devices in India? So which organization has launched it? The answer is in the question itself. The quality, safety and effectiveness is done by Quality Council of India. So Quality Council of India and the Association of Indian Manufacturer of Medical Devices have added further features to the ICMED, the scheme that was launched for certification of medical devices in 2016. Very, very important. Which state government has signed a MOU with the Survey of India for implementing the Swamitatva scheme in the state, which aims to provide an integrated property validation solution for rural areas? So which state government has recently signed this MOU with the Survey of India? The answer is Assam government. So Assam government has signed an MOU with Survey of India for implementing the Swamitatva scheme in the state, which aims to provide an integrated property validation solution for rural areas. Which state has constituted a 5-member Economic Advisory Council to the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin for managing the state's economic and social policies? In the State Economic Advisory Council, there are people Esther Duflo and former RBI Governor Raghuram Ranjan, also former Chief Economic Advisor Arvind Subramaniam. So which state's Economic Advisory Council will have this 5-member Economic Advisory Council? The answer is that M.K. Stalin is the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. So therefore, Tamil Nadu on Monday constituted a 5-member Economic Advisory Council. This will have Arvind Subramaniam, former CEA to the Government of India, Jean Reze, welfare economist, S. Narayanan, former Union Secretary, and Esther Duflo and former RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan. Which state cabinet has approved the amendment for protection of heritage trees? So which cabinet has approved the amendments for the protection of heritage trees? The answer is that the state cabinet of Maharashtra has approved the amendment by making an amendment to the Maharashtra Protection and Preservation of Trees Act to bring in the concept of heritage trees, that was approved in the meeting of Maharashtra cabinet on Thursday. Who among the following has been appointed as the acting Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court? So who among the following has been appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court? The answer is Munishwar Nath Bhandari. So Justice Munishwar Nath Bhandari was appointed as the acting Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court. It was officially notified on Tuesday. Very, very important. In exercise of the powers conferred under Article 223 of the Constitution of India, the President can appoint acting Chief Justice or Chief Justice of the High Court, and he has exercised that power. United Nations Public Service Day 2021 was observed on which date? So Public Service Day is basically for the professionals who work for the public, whether it are bureaucrats, electricity officials, IPH officials, water officials, postmen. So for everybody, basically for bureaucrats, but for everybody who works in the public sphere. So this United Nations Public Service Day 21 was observed on June 23. Very important. Right? The day emphasizes the importance of public service in the advancement phase, recognizing the work of public servant, and inspires young people to undertake careers in the public sector. Which date was observed International Olympic Day 2021? So which date was observed as International Olympic Day 2021? The answer for the same is that June 23 was observed as International Olympic Day 2021. Olympic Games are an international sports event held every 4 years, featuring summer and winter sport competitions. Thousands of participants take part in these games, and therefore International Olympic Day has a special day for its commemoration, that is June 23. International Widows Day 2021 was observed on which date? The answer is again June 23. So widows go through a lot of discrimination as well as difficulties in the society. And to draw attention towards that day, International Widows Day is observed across the world on 23 June to spread awareness about the problems faced by widows. Kaylee McKeown has broken the 100-meter backstroke world record, and she is from which country? The answer is that Kaylee McKeown, who broke the 100-meter backstroke world record, is from Australia. So Australia's Kaylee McKeown has said that the death of her father 10 months ago inspired her to break the 100-meter backstroke world record. The 19-year-old set a world benchmark at Australia's Olympic trials in Adelaide on Sunday night. Indian Olympic Association has recently roped in which group of company as another sponsor for the country's Tokyo Olympic contingent? So IOA has recently roped in JSW Group, and this group will give 1 crore rupees as donation to the IOA for the Tokyo Olympic contingent, right? So they will give a sponsor an amount of 1 crore to the IOA. So JSW Group has been roped in by IOA. Which country has recently tested the laser weapon that can shoot down drones mid-air? The answer is that this laser weapon that has been developed by Israel. This laser weapon is very useful as it can take down drones, mortars, rockets, ballistic missiles. Last year, the capacity of last month, Israel's capacity of Iron Dome. So Iron Dome is a technique by which the whole skies of Israel is protected. So if anybody sends a rocket, the rocket from Israel's land is launched simultaneously, and these rockets engage the enemy rockets mid-air and they destroy them. Which bank is to buy a stake in the Ergo General Insurance and Borderless Softtech? The answer is that the bank that is going to buy a stake in Ergo General Insurance and Borderless Softtech is HDFC Bank. So it is not there. None of these is the correct answer. HDFC Bank is going to buy this stake in Ergo General Insurance and Borderless Softtech. The Reserve Bank of India has recently imposed penalties of Rs 23 lakh on how many cooperative banks, including for contravention of various norms? The answer is that the RBI has recently imposed penalties of Rs 23 lakh on 3 banks, 3 cooperative banks. These banks are Mogavira Cooperative Bank, Indrapur Urban Cooperative Bank, and Baramati Sahakari Bank. Which company has recently launched India's first wallet with the auto top-up? Kindly give the correct answer. So the company that has recently launched India's first wallet with the auto top-up is PhonePe. So PhonePe has launched wallet auto top-up feature using UPI e-mandate for its customers. This feature allows PhonePe customers to set up an UPI e-mandate, after which the PhonePe will automatically top up their wallet balance when it falls below a minimum level. Very important. The RBI was second only to which country in terms of reserve transfer to the government as a percentage of gross domestic product for the fiscal year 2020 to 2021? So the RBI of India was second only to Turkey in terms of reserve transfer to the government as a percentage of GDP for the fiscal year 2020 to 2021. So RBI was second only to Turkey, and they have transferred around 1 lakh crore rupees, that is 99,122 crore surplus to the government, and only Turkey's bank has done more transfer to their respective government. According to the interim edition of Global Wealth Report 2020 released by Credit Suisse, so this is very important, kindly learn it here. Global Wealth Report 2020 is released by Credit Suisse. Overall wealth of India super rich fell by how many percent because the correlative value of rupee fell down with respect to dollar. So what is the percentage ratio? The answer is 4.4%. So India's super rich wealth decreased by 4.4% in 2020 according to this Credit Suisse report. Very important. This is the only thing that is important. These numbers keep on changing, so there is no need to remember them. Which of the following countries was the largest source of foreign direct investment for the UK in 2020? The answer is that the country that was the largest source of FDI for UK in 2020 was USA. So USA was the first country, and the second country which is the largest source of FDI in UK is India. So India is the second largest FDI, and USA gave the first largest FDI. Who among the following is going to represent India in the G20 Education Ministers Meet? The answer is that the person who is going to represent India in the G20 Education Ministers Meet is Sanjay Shamarao Dhotre. Sanjay Shamarao Dhotre is the Minister of State for Education, Communication, Electronic and IT. Minister of State means that he comes under the Cabinet Minister for Education, who is Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank. So, but Mr. Sanjay Dhotre is going to represent India in this G20 Education Ministers meet. Very important. Thank you for watching, dear friends.